It's another Grand Prix week, the 10th race week of the season, the 5th of the current Euro Summer Series, and the penultimate race before the summer break kicks in. I'm talking about Spa-Francorchamps, which is at the iconic Belgian Grand Prix. Now, after its redevelopment in 1979, the new circuit became half the original's length of 7.004 kilometers, making it the longest on the current Formula One calendar. This iconic Belgian circuit was one of 7 to be part of F1's maiden championship in 1950, and till date, it is one of the most loved tracks by Formula One drivers. It is a mix of long straights and challenging fast corners, allowing drivers to push their cars to the edge of their capabilities. That is, if the track is dry. So with the size of the track, together with the nature and the dynamics of the Belgian weather, it means it can be sometimes wet on one part of the track and dry on another, meaning that drivers will struggle with tire grips from corner to corner. You need to keep an eye on the thrilling Eau Rouge, which is arguably the most famous sequence of corners in the world. Now, drivers tend to flick from left to right and up the hill through Radion around turns 2 and 3 respectively. So the circuit consists of 19 corners with a distance of 308.052 kilometers, all spanning for 44 laps. So it's another difficult track for the drivers as they will devise ways, that's the drivers alongside the teams, on how to manage the batteries from each of their machines and how to harvest the energy through 5 flat out zones for the race. Onto some team news, we hear that the Ferraris are set to introduce an updated Macarena wing to the Belgian Grand Prix. Now, this is the rear end of the car that moves in a reversible manner to aid aerodynamics. It is said that this is to yield an additional speed of 11 kilometers per hour at the end of straight. This will come handy for them because all of the various flat-out zones that the Belgian Grand Prix has got. Now, this is a sort of concern for the likes of Red Bull, who have tried this but failed on both occasions, as we saw Max Verstappen crash out in qualifying in Austria and also DNF'd at Silverstone just last week. But Ferrari are confident that this would not stop them from going at the Mercedes this weekend. Remember, they've won 2 races out of the last 3 Grand Prix, and they will be looking to give it a go this weekend once again. So the Belgian Grand Prix comes with 3 practice sessions across Friday down till Saturday, where we get to see the qualifying rounds on Saturday by 3 p.m. Nigerian time. So that shapes and sets up the grid for what is set to come on Sunday by 2 p.m. when it is the race day proper. So to the standings, it is still Kimi Antonelli who leads the pack with 179 points, followed closely by his teammate George Russell, who has closed the gap to 25 points, meaning that we could have a new championship leader at the end of the race, or probably an extended lead from Kimi Antonelli concerning that. To the team standings, is still the Mercedes leading the pack with 333 points and the Ferrari closing the gap gradually to 78 points as they find themselves in second. Lewis Hamilton is the driver that has the most wins at Spa, meaning that he's looking to win a 6th Grand Prix race at this particular circuit, followed by Max Verstappen, who has won 3, then single wins for the likes of Charles Leclerc and Oscar Piastri. So is it going to be business as usual for any of these drivers, or you feel one of the Mercedes drivers will come up from nowhere to clinch the win this weekend? Let me know your thoughts concerning that. And who are your race winners? What do you think is going to be the outcome of this race? Is it going to be the same drivers who have been dominating, or we'll just see a surprise from any of the drivers? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So that will be my preview of the Belgian Grand Prix. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section concerning everything, and I'll see you in my next video where we get to talk about the entirety from Friday down till Sunday. Do well to have for yourself a great time. Cheers.